Well, 2 weeks to go until Election Day, and a new poll finds that fewer Americans than ever trust President Trump when it comes to the pandemic.
Meanwhile, time may be running out to strike a deal on that new stimulus plan. Our D.C. Bureau Chief Ross Palumbo is live. He's at the White House now with more. Ross.
Christy and Calvin, you said it 2 weeks ago until the presidential election, and in just a few moments, the president will be leaving the White House here, headed to yet another campaign rally, this one in Erie, Pennsylvania. But breaking right now, we just learned that First Lady Melania Trump will not be traveling with the president. Now, this was to be her first campaign rally since 2019, but because she has a cough, there are still concerns about her coronavirus infection. This, of course, is a big blow to the president, who has been downplaying the virus on the campaign trail. With coronavirus killing nearly 220,000 Americans, with cases again rising on average 15%, and with 1 in 5 hospitals reporting more than 80% of their ICU beds filled, the highest we've seen so far, the president this morning on Fox News again claiming the country has turned the corner.
With or without the vaccines, we're rounding the turn.
This, as a new poll says, more than a third of Americans now trust Trump even less after he himself got infected.
People are pandemicked out. You know that? They're pandemicked out.
The president continuing his campaign surge, this one in Arizona, where cases are on the rise. The crowd, mostly mask-free, listening to Trump again attack his own top coronavirus doctor.
And don't forget, Dr. Fauci, what he said is, no, don't close it to China.
People are tired of hearing Fauci and all these idiots.
But when it comes to the virus, voters overwhelmingly trust Fauci over the president.
We're really, going through a time that's disturbingly anti-science in certain segments of our society. That's very troublesome to me.
Are you and Dr. Fauci at odds? You said you were not,
No,
but
I'm
you
not
also...
at odds. I like him. I think he's a terrific guy.
Meanwhile, the clock is ticking on a new stimulus plan. After months of negotiations, House Speaker Nancy Pelosi says if they don't strike a deal today, it won't happen until after the election.
From the start, the president has never taken this seriously, and neither has Mitch McConnell.
The president ending negotiations by tweet earlier this month, but now suddenly urging Republicans to go big.
We'll go through it.
Florida's Rick Scott saying he won't support anything bailing states out, just coronavirus relief similar to the first massive package.
Anything like that, I'm clearly receptive to because we voted for it before. But what I'm not going to do, we're not bailing out states.
For many of the more than 12 million Americans who are unemployed, the bills are already past due. More than 30 million may be at risk of eviction by the end of the year, and roughly 1 in 10 in this country say they don't have enough to eat.
Now, not every Republican agrees with me, but they will. But I want to do it even bigger than the Democrats because this is money going to people that did not deserve what happened to them.
Well, keep in mind, it has been 91 days now since any American has seen stimulus relief. The president now saying he wants a bigger package than the Democrats. $2.2 trillion is what Nancy Pelosi is now proposing. She's currently negotiating with Treasury Secretary Steve Mnuchin. And Calvin and Christie, any information on that negotiation, we'll get it out to you in this newscast. For now, though, that's the very latest live from the White House. Back to you.
Lots of struggling families and business owners watching that deal closely. Ross, thanks a lot. Remember, you can watch the third and final presidential debate right here on Local 10 starting at 9 o'clock Thursday night.
And a whole